Welcome to the Serve Daily Story of the Day. Every week, we will have a guest mystery reader. If you think you know who the reader is, go to servedaily.com and enter your guess. On Friday, our mystery reader will reveal themselves. And now, the Serve Daily Story of the Day.
Let's read the lead story from the front page, then continues on A5. Civil Air Patrol raising funds for hangar at local airport, written by Becca Bagley and the First Lieutenant Chris McClelland. What is CAP? CAP, or CAP, is the acronym for the Civil Air Patrol, which is officially an auxiliary of the United States Air Force, but to my family, CAP represents something much more. CAP is an opportunity. The opportunity for my child, both male and female, to participate as a civilian in the organization that instills in its members the principles of leadership and accountability that makes our nation's Air Force the best in the world. Participation in CAP is an investment in a brighter future for my child and an opportunity for him to learn and grow in ways that would be difficult to replicate anywhere else. The Phantom Composite Squadron of the Civil Air Patrol is kicking off fundraising activities for the construction of a new hangar at the Spanish Fork Springville Airport to be used as a base for the squadron's activities in Utah County. The hangar project would have room for 3 small aircraft and plenty of room for the cadet and senior member meetings and activities. This project will cost about $350,000. So we are looking for donations of all sizes. So far, several generous individuals have donated approximately $60,000 or 20% of our goal. That's a lot of money. Please donate generously, but any amount helps towards a noble project that will help young people develop into responsible leaders of our future. To help support this worthy endeavor, visit phantomsquadrons.org, where you will find a link that will facilitate a donation to the project and a link to a video about this project. This is a great article about all the opportunities in the CAP program. Read more in your own copy of Serve Daily or by reading it online at servedaily.com.
For the complete article and more, pick up your copy of Serve Daily at local businesses or read it online at servedaily.com. Welcome to the Serve Daily Story of the Day. Every week, we will have a guest mystery reader. If you think you know who the reader is, go to servedaily.com and enter your guess. On Friday, our mystery reader will reveal themselves. And now, the Serve Daily Story of the Day.
Today we will read from page A4, Group Building Boats to Help Veterans by Steve Henline, but everybody calls him the captain. I believe that every blessing, opportunity, and freedom we experience as Americans was born on the shoulders and with the blood, limbs, and life of patriots. Those valiant men and women who have forsaken the plowshare for the rifle and sword to defend with the very life this fragile experiment we call democracy. These warriors who wore our nation's uniforms in the face of death from Concord to Afghanistan deserve our love and respect and our willingness to give all that we can to assist them in their transition from the battlefield. We at Hand in Hand Outdoors are here each day to do what we can in any way aboard our small fleet of boats and on the river's edge with our prayer that we can provide peace and healing, if only for that day. With a small group of veterans to assist us, we have built another adaptive boat to accommodate these heroic veterans in wheelchairs. The boat and trailer were built from the ground up thanks to donations of necessary materials and hard-earned dollars from this wonderful community we live in. The boat, christened Hope, joined our small fleet to provide healing therapy to Utah's disabled combat veterans and their families to reduce the effects of PTSD and traumatic brain injury, and hopefully help reduce the number of suicide among these valiant warriors who have given so much to the cause of liberty. We thank God for being able to do this small thing and are filled with eternal gratitude to those of you who have assisted us along the way with our mission. Thank you.
For the complete article and more, pick up your copy of Serve Daily at local businesses or read it online at servedaily.com. Welcome to the Serve Daily Story of the Day. Every week, we will have a guest mystery reader. If you think you know who the reader is, go to servedaily.com and enter your guess. On Friday, our mystery reader will reveal themselves. And now, the Serve Daily Story of the Day.
Book discusses Public Speaking Secrets of TED Talks by Deborah Bazzotti. This book review is on page A6 and looks very interesting. Talk Like TED, The 9 Public Speaking Secrets of the World's Top Minds by Carmine Gallo. Talk like TED, I'm sure you'd like to try. I also know some guys that have to speak once a month in church that could use some TED techniques for their talks. Gallo spent more than 150 hours analyzing more than 500 TED presentations and condensed his findings into 9 common elements. If you haven't ever watched a TED Talk, you need to load the app on your phone immediately. While you wait in line at the DMV, you will have time for several talks that are 18 minutes or less. There are hundreds to choose from on TED.com. For example, Mark Bezos gives a talk titled A Life Lesson from a Volunteer Firefighter. If you get bored saving seats for graduation, listen to his advice, including this quote: Don't wait. Don't wait until you make your first million to make a difference in somebody's life. If you have something to give, give it now. Serve food at a soup kitchen. Clean up a neighborhood park. Be a mentor. Not every day is going to offer up this chance to save somebody's life, but every day offers us an opportunity to affect someone. So get in the game. This sounds a lot like what Serve Daily is about. I really enjoyed reading Talk Like TED. I doubt I will be invited to give a TED Talk or give a talk that will be viewed 1.5 million times, but I did find several ways to make my next lesson or talk better. I think I need to read this book.
For the complete article and more, pick up your copy of Serve Daily at local businesses or read it online at servedaily.com. Welcome to the Serve Daily Story of the Day. Every week, we will have a guest mystery reader. If you think you know who the reader is, go to servedaily.com and enter your guess. On Friday, our mystery reader will reveal themselves. And now, the Serve Daily Story of the Day.
Maple Mountain High School students compete nationally at Science Olympiad by Lana Hiskey. This is found on page B6. In May, students from Maple Mountain High School competed at the prestigious National Science Olympiad competition at the University of Nebraska in Lincoln. Maple Mountain proudly represented Nebo School District and the state of Utah as they faced off in the events of science, technology, and engineering against 60 other schools from across the country. This is the first time a high school team from Nebo School District has been selected to go to the national competition, and Maple Mountain put up an outstanding performance, taking 39th place overall, the best a team from Utah has done in the last 8 years. The Science Olympiad consists of 24 events where members of the team compete as a pair in pre-built engineering challenges, laboratory skills, and knowledge quizzes. Advisor Kyle Miller said, "A huge thank you to parents, teachers, mentors, and members of the community who have supported the Science Olympiad team and Maple Mountain in their quest for excellence in the sciences. Without this support, we would never have reached this accomplishment." Next year, some of the new events will be focused on sources of alternative energy, building a functioning wind turbine, and making a model electric car. These events will be added in with the classic yearly competition in events such as anatomy, astronomy, bridge building, cell biology, chemistry lab, disease detectives, and forensics. Wow, this is rocket science stuff. For more details and information on how to join the team, read the rest of the article in Serve Daily, online, or get a copy at many local businesses.
For the complete article and more, pick up your copy of Serve Daily at local businesses or read it online at servedaily.com. Welcome to the Serve Daily Story of the Day. Every week, we will have a guest mystery reader. If you think you know who the reader is, go to servedaily.com and enter your guess. On Friday, our mystery reader will reveal themselves. And now, the Serve Daily Story of the Day.
Original Cabin featured inside Payson's Daughter of the Utah Pioneers Museum by Janine Whitelock and Cynthia Peacock. This is found on page A2. Museums hold a fascination for people of all ages. Everyone enjoys going to museums and looking at all the different items they see there. One of the smaller museums is the museum in Payson. It's inside the Payson Civic Center at 400 West Utah Avenue, and it is run by the Daughters of the Utah Pioneers. The museum serves to help keep alive the memories of the early pioneers that settled Payson. In 1979, when Payson was in the process of turning the old hospital into a civic center, the DUP was provided space. All the DUP camps helped raise the necessary money for the museum project. One of the unique features of this museum was to have an original pioneer cabin built inside, a log cabin that had been donated to the DUP by Marion and Sylvia Black family. This cabin had originally been located on land that belonged to David Crockett, who was the first mayor of Payson. Much time was put into moving the cabin from where it stood to the new location. The cabin had to be taken apart and completely rebuilt where it was to stand in the museum. Every effort was made to keep the cabin as authentic as possible during this reconstruction. Next to the cabin, a mural was painted showing what the scenery was like at the time of the cabin was built. As dedication drew near, many of the DUP members labored many days collecting, restoring, and arranging the items. Since then, many more items have been donated for the museum. Many of the items are very interesting and unusual. Visit the museum at the Payson Civic Center and see this unique cabin. I'm Kathy Anderson, owner of Local Cheddar. Visit localcheddar.com where I'll help you find huge savings here in the area. I hope you have enjoyed this past week readings of Serve Daily.
For the complete article and more, pick up your copy of Serve Daily at local businesses or read it online at servedaily.com.